Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Get Fit with Jess and welcome to today's 10-minute mobility flow. The only thing that we need today is an optional mat. As you can see, I don't have shoes on. You can do this with or without your shoes on. So grab a mat, a blanket, or something to make the moves down on the floor a little bit more comfortable, and let's get right into this. So we're gonna work on opening up and mobilizing through the shoulders, through the hips. We're gonna be stretching out through the backs of the legs, opening up through the front of the body, working through some mobility and working on our flexibility. Let's get right into this. We're gonna come down to the floor and start with a cat and cow pose. So we're coming onto the hands and the knees. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders, knees are directly underneath our hips. We're gonna round up, tucking the chin under, and then inhale. Lift the head up, tailbone up. So we're getting like a pelvic tilt here. Let's do that again. Exhale, round. Really think about spreading the shoulder blades. And then inhale, lifting the head up. Now we're wanting to try to think about pinching the shoulder blades together. And I just want you to flow here with your own breath, nice and slow. We're starting to wake up the body. This will be a great warm-up, great mobility warm-up to add in the beginning of your workouts, or maybe save it for the end of the day when you're trying to wind down and relax. Good. Let's do one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Now we're going to sit this back into a child's pose. From here, we're gonna weave one arm underneath. Just hold that underneath. Good, and then bring that up. Let's do that to the other side. Reaching under and through. Very nice. Let's come back up onto the hands and the knees. We're gonna do the same thing here, kind of doing that little thread the needle, but I want us to open up first, big reach up. Take this arm, now we weave it underneath. Good, let's flow here. Do this 2 more times. On this side, big reach up, big reach through. So getting that thoracic rotation. One more time on this side. Good, and then when you're ready, go ahead and gently switch. We'll do this about 3 times on this side as well. Good. That feels really nice on the spine, doesn't it? And then we're also opening up through the chest and through the shoulder. One more here. Beautiful. Bring that back to your hands and your knees when you're ready, and then we're gonna tuck the toes under. We're gonna lift our hips up to a downward facing dog. So we're pushing the heels down here, hips up nice and high, and we can just do a gentle march side to side, stretching out through the calves, through the bottoms of the feet, mobilizing through the ankles. Good, now we're gonna shift this forward, coming into a plank. You can stay right here, but if it feels okay, let's drop the hips down. So coming into an up dog. If this is too much of a hyperextension in your back, you can come down to the belly and come right here onto the forearms into a cobra stretch. Okay, so we are gonna flow through these moves, again, a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. So coming into up dog, and then shifting forward. Maybe you're just wanting to hold the plank, or you can come down into cobra or up dog. Really just stretching through the anterior part of the body. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Nice stretch for the posterior, and then shifting forward, anterior stretch. And then nice and easy, we're gonna sit that back into a child's pose, really just kind of rocking that side to side, stretching out through the hips. Good, let's walk the hands over to one side. You're gonna feel that maybe a little bit deeper in the low back. We'll feel this through the backs of our arms here as well. And then nice and easy, over to the other side. Good. Back to the middle, hold it right there. And then we'll slowly bring this up, and we're gonna bring that around to just a nice, comfortable seated position. How are you feeling so far? Hopefully starting to feel a little bit more awake and mobilized. All right, so we're gonna take one arm, big reach across for a little side bend stretch. Good, and we'll just flow here, just nice and easy, going from one side to the other. Good. Breathe. All right, let's do one more on each side. Last time. Good. Now, let's keep, our legs can stay right here, or you can extend one leg out, okay? We're gonna pull this in and we're gonna give it a big squeeze. You could even take that foot, cross it over, and we're gonna do a seated spinal twist. Now, it's important when we do these to try to think about sitting up nice and tall, and then we turn, looking over that shoulder. So you'll notice if you're doing this with me, we're starting to open up through that hip as well. You'll feel that on the outer thigh and hip, and then definitely throughout the entire spine. Good. Gently release that. Let's go ahead and switch legs. See if you can pull that other leg in. If it feels okay, cross it over, sit up nice and tall and straight, and then we start to look over that shoulder. Find your breath, focus on your breathing. Good. Gently release that. And then let's just come back to that comfortable seated position here, sitting up nice and tall and straight. Let's take one ear to one shoulder. If it feels okay, we can extend this arm out, feeling a nice stretch here in the neck. If you're like me, you tend to, this is where we hold the tension. This is where I do mainly, up in my neck and shoulders. Good, go ahead and release that. Let's do it to the other side. So again, if it feels okay, you can extend this arm out and maybe just close your eyes here. Enjoy this stretch. And then gently back to the center, dropping the chin down. Back to the center. Let's drop the head back, skull to spine. And then coming back to the middle, maybe just roll the shoulders up and back. Good. Let's extend the legs back out now. You can bend the knees as much as you need to here, but again, we're sitting up nice and tall and straight. We're gonna inhale, big inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Just go where it feels good. Again, you may need to bend the knees quite a bit here, and that's totally fine. This is something that we can continue to work on. It's something I continue to work on, and this is an area where I also stay pretty tight. So just constantly working on that mobility and flexibility, just like everything else. But feel that nice stretch all down the backs of your legs, and then coming up into the glutes and on up into that lower back. Let's hold here for just a few more breaths. And with every exhale, see if you can go a little deeper in that stretch. And then when you're ready, we'll slowly bring that up. And then we're gonna bring this up to standing, okay? We have a couple of different options here, a couple more stretches to really work on the backs of the legs and the hips. So we have a hip opener. We'll step our feet out nice and wide, kind of coming down into a squat. You can take it right here. You can even shift this side to side here, or just hold right here. Maybe you wanna shift it this way, side to side. If you're pretty open and you have some mobility through the knees, you're able and you want to try to come here, we can come here for a deep hip opener. Again, maybe shifting this side to side. Regardless, either way, we're opening up through the hips. If you have a desk job, you're going to notice that the hips are probably quite tight. That's very, very normal. Again, it's just, we work on this just like we do anything else. We practice our mobility and flexibility. Good. And then we'll slowly come up and out of this. Let's do a big reach up at the top. Everyone reach back, slight lean back, and then let's exhale. Fold forward, bringing the hands right here to the knees. Think about that long, long spine. So this is kind of how we're gonna finish today's mobility flow. So we're gonna flow right here, inhale up, again, slight lean back at the top, exhale, coming down into a forward fold. Now every time we come down, you may wanna try to go a little deeper if your body allows it, but just listen to your body, go where it feels good. We're gonna do this 3 more times together. Inhale up, exhale down. Hold. Let the backs of the legs, let the glutes loosen up. Inhale up. Exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale. And this time we're gonna hold in a ragdoll, which means we're just gonna cross the arms here, let the head and neck rest, maybe even shaking the head yes and no. Just letting gravity pull the upper body down. Relax, focus on your breathing. Release the arms down, and then when you're ready, very, very slowly, bending the knees and then rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. The last thing to come up is the head, and then we roll the shoulders up and back. Do that one more time. Inhale up, exhale. We are done. Thank you so much for joining me for that 10-minute mobility flow. I hope you feel so much better. I know I do. Again, this is a great add-on to the beginning of your workout, maybe the end of your workout. Maybe it's the way you want to start your day or end your day. Again, I would love to hear from you what you thought about it, how you feel. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and I will see you back here for our next workout together. Bye.